Columbia Journalism Review recently asked, do we need a White House press corps? That provocative question was prompted by the perceived lack of news that comes from daily White House briefings, where reporters are often fed the same talking points over and over again. So what's the point of a White House press corps if they end up being stenographers? Martha Raddatz brought this up a few years ago when she was at the White House and said the same thing. It's sort of one of these stories you said, Cal, this morning, it's cyclical. It sort of just comes up and up. But what are you going to do? You got to be at a lot of other stories come out of the White House.
Well, again, I don't think you need rear ends in those comfy seats every day of the week. I think it's worthwhile attending the press secretary's briefing. Sometimes news is made there and there's interesting pushback. You need to work sources who do work in that building, and so you've got to go there. But no, the notion of any more than we need a reporter in the clubhouse for every Indians game. I don't think you do.
Well, and again, you've got a cost issue. The cost of travel can be, extraordinary when you're starting to deal with all these presidential trips. And some of the mission to China. Yeah, you probably want your reporter there. The vacation on Martha's Vineyard. Maybe I actually was once filling in for someone in the White House press corps for a presidential vacation in Kennebunkport. So it tells you a little bit how long ago it was. But there was a lot of sitting around and waiting for the pool reporter to tell you that the president played golf. Oh yeah, it's totally boring.
Yeah, it's not good.
As a reporter, it's not what you want to do.
No.
Well, the problem is they're all there doing the same thing. And there's been
one person could do it.
There's been a suggestion that's been out there for decades that wouldn't it be great if the news organizations could all get together and say, well, okay, we're going to cover this agency or that agency and maybe have a cooperative arrangement instead of all descending on the White House and covering exactly the same story.
Or do a pool rotation, so one month it's Fox at the White House. And
I mean, what do we really need that much more than having the AP there? Probably not.
I would enjoy it if they would follow up from each other. Somebody doesn't get an answer over here and the next person says, you didn't answer that question. How about, and repeat it. To me, that would be, I say this all the time when this conversation comes up, because that to me is their value of being there when they actually get to a White House, an actual press conference with President.
There haven't been too many of those.
I'll tell you what we definitely don't need anymore is that horrible clubby, the nerd prom?
Oh,
the White House correspondence. Isn't that coming up?
Yeah.
Or
Yes.
did I miss it this year? I don't know.
They have so many of them. The gridiron.
I had to wash my
White House
hair that night,
correspondence, and the White House correspondence. So there's
It's just a celebrity event now. It's just turned into a celebrity event.
we could do without
yes.
that big time.
Killjoy you are. I love watching that. Saturday night. Get home.
Keller, not Killjoy.
There's a great documentary about the White House Correspondents Association dinner out there. It's
Done by a former White House correspondent.
Yeah,
Who is that?
absolutely.
Right, Patrick Gavin.
That's it. That's
Yes.
it.
Is it
well
scathing?
worth watching?
Yeah, because he added up how much money they're supposed to be raising for charity versus how much they spend on the dinner. It's kind of shocking.
It also does not cast our press corps in a particularly favorable light.
And there isn't a single Washington reporter who looks good in a dress or tux.
That's not
How do you
true.
like that?
I was there at the infamous one where Don Imus
Imus.
flopped.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, with Clinton there on the stage. Oh, wow.
Anyway.